Perfect. Okay. I don't know if you can hear me, but I hope so. So, I'm dazeeeed, I speedrun Outlast, and we're now about to do the no out of bounds run of the DLC, the Whistleblower. And whenever we are ready to go, we can start the timer in... Let me load the okay. Whenever I will start to go, we will start the timer. Okay. We can start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so at the start we will start with a small glitch that really doesn't have a name, but it's about going on this bed with a weird movement and going through windows, skipping already a cutscene of 30 seconds. Oh, okay. And now we have a vent for like another 20 seconds. At the start of the run, I could have done a door hoop. A door hoop is when we go on a door, we will see it later as well, and stay in bounds, but passing through only one wall there is considered out of bounds, so... And with that strat it's possible to skip this vent, but unfortunately, since it's out of bounds, we cannot do it. Only the first part is out of bounds, the rest is in bounds. So, now I'm gonna move this and we're gonna go in a place to activate a door. Yes. We're gonna activate this door, and now we're gonna go out of the door and go into the decontamination thing that it's right there. Now, yes, sometimes when we glitch, all the sounds go together and it's really noisy, I'd say. And now we're going to perform the first 7 quit, and the 7 quits allows us to start to go already while we are running, so we can save like half of a second, 1 second or something. And here we're gonna do our first war ride. It's when we open slowly a door, we can actually our hitbox gets smaller, and like that we can, if we hug a wall, we can keep that small hitbox and pass through really small gaps and skip things, because this is a speedrun. With that, what I just did there, it was a really cool jump called a B-hop. B-hops are banned, but only on flat ground, so that B-hop was actually allowed. Now the objective here is to grab a key to open handcuffs of a dead man, because he blocks the door where we have to go through. And here right now, following us, there is a really bad guy called Frank Manera, with a saw in his hands, ready to cut and eat us, but we are too fast for him, obviously. So now another 7 quit to skip the small, really short cutscene of us opening the handcuffs. Okay, now we're gonna perform another war ride. Hopefully we're gonna actually perform it. Okay, and we're gonna pass through this small gap, skipping another cutscene of Frank actually putting us in an oven. That's weird, yes. And here we're gonna grab a checkpoint. That's a place behind that wall, and we save around, I think, 20-30 seconds. So, now we're gonna meet him, and he's gonna probably hit me. Hopefully he's not gonna do, but... He hit me, okay. But... Yes. Now we're still running away from him. And I'm gonna attempt a really, really hard strat that I've actually done not many times. That saves like around 5, no, maybe more, probably 10 seconds. Okay, I can make this. It's not a big deal. It's not a big time loss, actually. We will have reached this point exactly here from that. But yes, it's actually not a big deal. Now we're still escaping from him. He's trying to hit us, but he misses because he is really bad at playing the game. And basically the first chapter here, now my objective is to deactivate a gas for passing through a decontamination spot, the same that I did before. And nothing, that's it for now. And this is the first chapter called Hospital. The lore is basically we are a software engineer that is an engineer for this campaign called Murkov that basically does experiments on humans. I'm against that as a software engineer, and I send a report of this to people. They catch me and they put me in a cell, technically, where I started from at the start of the run, because they want to do the same treatment that they do to the other people. So they want to do experiments on me. But then things happen and I escape, and now I'm here. The journey is basically, I want to escape from this place. That's it. I will escape with glitches, obviously. Okay, now there is one of the most annoying skips in Run of Outlast 1 and Whistleblower that I actually did first try, and that's a really good thing. That's never happened in a marathon before. I'm really happy about that. Probably because I practiced earlier, but that doesn't happen either, usually. Anyway, now we are in the second chapter, recreation area, where there's basically no one following me, except for 2 naked guys with a machete. And I don't actually want to meet them, so I will do like this. And do many skips to avoid them, and it will save a lot of time. Here another save and quit. And next up, there is another chapter where I will watch one of the only cutscenes that, one of like the couple in total of cutscenes that there are in this game, in this category, I mean. It's really short cutscene, like 1 minute, of a guy hitting me in the face. Yes, because I tried to contact police from in here because there is a radio. Okay, I tried to say, like, please help me, but this guy is like the manager of this Murkov society, and he doesn't want me because if I do this, he loses the job and he loses the money and stuff happens. You see me? He's really angry about that. Yeah, my name is Whalen Park, by the way, in this game. He's Jeremy, which gives the name to a really discussed skip in the community. That is Jeremy skip. Because at the end, there is a cutscene when he really doesn't live that much. But the community found a way, credits to Jay that found a way to skip it. That is actually spamming crouch and hoping that it happens. And that saves 1 minute at the end of the run. But since this is RNG, for some reason the mod team decided to ban this. With a survey on the community. They asked people if they wanted to ban it, and they said yes, so they banned it. But I was completely against it, since technically we cannot ban something because it's RNG. But let's go on. So, was the prison chapter, and now there is Chris Walker, a guy, probably the main enemy in both Outlast 1 and the DLC, following us. And now there's going to be probably one of my favorite chapters in Outlast, that it's Courtyard. This one. Now we are in Courtyard, where it was really good before they banned B-Hops, because here I could do many B-Hops. And B-Hops are really hard to perform, actually, because they're kind of frame perfect. But they banned them because they were FPS dependent, and they were basically ruining the game, because at top levels they were just spamming B-Hops, and the top runs were only B-Hops, so you couldn't beat them with your actual skills, and they decided to ban them. I got world record once on this IL. Anyway, our objective now is to deactivate the electricity to pass through a gate. We'll do another war ride. We will save and quit to avoid the bad cutscene of the lever that we don't like. And later on that lever I will do a really cool dodge. But as soon as I deactivate it, there will be one guy reactivating it again. So that will be useless, and I will have to go back. And I will dodge, actually, that guy. And it's fun because it's a really cool dodge. Okay. Hopefully I'm gonna do it. Hopefully I'm gonna perform this dodge correctly. Yup. I did. It's really fast if you dodge him. If you don't dodge him, it's actually losing a lot of time, like 3-4 seconds. Now, let's head to the hardest chapter and longest chapter of the run, that is vocational block. And vocational block is the longest also chapter, like in Glitchless. It's half of the run, it's only that chapter. It's 14 minutes around. And I will skip a lot of stuff. There is also the longest cutscene in the game. There is Eddie cutscene, where some guy tries to cut off our really famous part of the body. And now we will have a cutscene falling down for Eddie. It's like about a minute of cutscene. Obviously I will not hurt myself, because you don't hurt yourself from falling from like 20 meters. And we're perfectly healthy and ready to run for another half of the run. Okay. So now there is, you hear people talking, is actually only one person with probably mental problems. And if you go in free cam and look at it, it's weird. A gift for the groom. The groom is actually the guy that tries to kill us now. The main enemy of Outlast, the DLC. This was supposed to be a jumpscare. And they're gonna follow us, obviously, because it's Outlast. So now we're gonna head to really hard part of the game, the one with the main skips that allow us to skip the most part of this chapter and not lose like 10 minutes. With that, right now I'm gonna perform, probably, hopefully, a really cool dodge. Yes, I moved. That is the guy that talks as two people, but it's only one. Wow, I did the thing. Okay, that was a really cool thing that doesn't always happen. And technically at a door right here we're gonna meet Eddie, but Eddie is... we're not gonna see him because then we'll do a 7 quit that saves like... that in-game time saves time. Otherwise it doesn't. But I will do it because it's in the run. Ah, I was about to get... what am I doing? Okay. So, now... we're gonna escape from this guy for all the time, and I just risked to lose about 15 seconds. I'm gonna pass through one door. I'm gonna pass basically through all the doors that I'm going to do right now. Okay. So, next up we have the really hard, like not that hard glitch, but something that will hopefully work. Okay, so now we have a cutscene of me falling in the elevator and breaking my leg. Yeah, there is Eddie talking to us from upstairs, but... he basically wants me to become a woman, because he wants to become a husband. And... this doesn't happen, fortunately. Because the way he wants to do it is very bad. Okay, hopefully it's gonna work. Okay, it should work. I'm getting stuck under the elevator while it passes and I fall. And we just skipped 8 minutes around. So now the objective is to find the key. To access the last chapter there is the exit. But the key is in a very bad place. And when we'll grab it, eventually he is gonna kill us. Hopefully he's not. And I'm going to perform a glitch that it has not a name, but when I spam crouch, an enemy cannot hit me most of the times. He's one of the enemies that doesn't hit me. But sometimes he does, that's the problem. So I'm gonna grab the key, and he's gonna be right there. That's a really bad spot. He didn't hit us though. So my objective right now is to... while I'm spamming crouch, he's not moving, so I can actually move as away as possible to avoid being hit. And the bad thing is that he is faster than me. But we moved a lot, so he's not gonna hit us. I took it really safe, actually. Yes. And now we're gonna see a really cool thing, that it is Eddie trying to kill us, but there is a small surprise because of this glitch. Because, while not doing the intended route, we are not making Eddie despawn, so there is gonna be some cool things happening. Exactly. There are two Eddies in the same room. That's so cool. And next, I will have to move really fast, because otherwise, if this Eddie kills me, the game crashes, and it's not a good thing. The way I escape this place, or he's hanging me right now, while I try to escape of him hanging me, the other Eddie is going to hit me, and hopefully he's not gonna kill him. Okay, he didn't kill me. When I'm able to move, means that he is able to hit me, and he's able to kill me. But if it's during a cutscene, my game will crash. I don't know why. I don't know any other parts where the game crashed now. Probably there are many. And now we're gonna... Ooh. Okay, Eddie. Ooh. Yeah, but I'm gonna save and quit. So the Eddie disappears, actually, because we don't want him to be in the middle of our speedrun. He's just annoying. And now that I'm limping again, half of this game, if done intended, is limping. Now that I'm limping out, actually, I'm gonna limp until the end, and we're gonna try at least to perform the Jeremy skip, the skip that I said before. If game loads in, yes, okay. The Jeremy skip saves 1 minute, and it's right at the end of the run. It's like the last door before reaching the exit. It's the exit door. And if I don't do it, well, it's 1 minute off. But that's in the hands of the RNGness. I will say time when it will be time to end the timer, to close the timer, yeah, whatever. Now, last 7 quit. This is the exit chapter. There is the sunset. Beautiful view, because it's the actual exit. And now we're gonna attempt it. If it happens, I will be really, really, really happy. Like a lot. There he is. Jeremy, I'm gonna try to skip you if you... This happened. This really happened. And I'm so happy that this happened. I wasn't totally expecting it, but... yes, okay, this happened. I just spammed crouch and it worked. And 3, 2, 1, time. That was the end of the run. I'm so... That was really good, actually, as a run. Unfortunately, at the start, I forgot to pass through one door, so I actually lost about 20 seconds, but this is still a really good run. And, well, what else? This is the Outlast Whistleblower, no out of bounds.
There's enough hard evidence in that video file to make a world of shit for our friends at Murkoff. You got out of Mount Massive alive, and we've done everything in our power to cover your tracks.
The outro.
And malicious corporate paranoics with resources you're too moral to imagine. You won't be the only target. Anyone you care about.
No one really watches this, it's just the ending.
Murkoff the ways to hurt you. I need you to understand the bridge you're crossing.
So,
You will do irrevocable damage to the company. You might even get close to something like
but we will get to credits
but
eventually.
click upload. Your life is over.
We have.
Everything you love is fucked.
We're actually
But
on
it's the right
time,
thing to
I
do.
think.
Is hurting Murkoff worth that much to you?
That's it. Outlast Whistleblower. With the last skip working was the funniest thing of the run. That's it.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live with Indie Horror Speedruns Marathon 2022. I hope you're well. Hope you're having a great time. Huge shout out to Daze. I really enjoyed Outlast, man. That was definitely quite the run. Excellent, and GG. So, up next, we have Bram Stoker